Hi, I'm Mr. Sonic Nevitz, and this is an introduction to comic book collected editions. Now, what exactly is a collected edition? Well, a collected edition is when this is a standard floppy issue. When enough of these are released over time, they're bound together into a book and sold, much like this. Now, collected editions come in a lot of different formats, but there's mainly only four, and I'm going to just talk about the ones that are in the big two. Big two are Marvel and DC. So the first kind is the one I just showed you. This is a trade paperback, which is just, it looks like a book. It's usually under the graphic novel section at like bookstores and such. So yeah, that's a trade. The second kind of collected edition is a standard size hardcover, which is right here. Now these are pretty much just like the trades, but they just have a hardcover on them. The third kind of collected edition is the oversized hardcover, which you can guess by the name is a little bit bigger. To give you a comparison, you can see right there just the difference in size. That's why it's called oversized hardcover. And the last format is a spin-off of the oversized hardcover called the Omnibus, right here. And it's same dimensions as an oversized hardcover, length and width-wise, or length and height-wise. Width-wise, though, as you can see, it's a bit different because it collects a lot more issues. There are trade-offs to each format, and I can talk about them right now. So the first, the floppy, is the simplest one. These come out every Wednesday at your local comic book store, which is really only where you can find them. And you know, they have the advantage of being immediate, so you can buy them and read them, and you don't need to wait for anything. Which comes into play the weakness of all these previous formats that I showed you, that they need to be delayed for the floppy issues to actually come out. So like this needs to come out in like 6 issues like this, and then these are bound together and then released as a trade paperback. They can't do that yet if the issues don't exist. So that is the one benefit of the floppy, aside from maybe its weight. It's not very too wieldy to read. The negative, though, to the floppy is the price point. So this here is from the New 52. It's about 2011, I think. These are $3 issues, and even the first trade. So if you first trade is 6 issues, and they're $3 a piece, it'd be $18. The first trade, I think, wasn't even that, though. So there's the disadvantage of these floppies is, honestly, unless they're like worth it over the long haul to actually read your comic book content, probably not the best way to go. As for the trade paperback, of course, the weakness I mentioned where you actually have to wait for this to come out. So this is the flash forward trade. Not great because the wait, I mean, because you have to, I couldn't read this because I didn't get it in floppies. I had to wait for the whole 6-issue miniseries to finish, and then I could read it in this. Standard size hardcovers, their big draw is just aesthetics, really, just how it looks nicer, because there's a trade version of this Flash Rebirth hardcover, which has the exact same contents, but this just looks nicer, so you pay more for aesthetic purposes. Oversized hardcovers, their big advantage, of course, is that they're bigger, and actually cost-wise, it might even be better to get these than the floppies, even more so than the trades, because this collects issues 1 through 13 in the Flash Rebirth special, so that's like 14 issues. I don't know if the Rebirth issue was a full-price issue, but around this time, issues jumped to $4, so that's $42 for the 11 issues, whereas this will cost you $35. So there's the bonus there, and it has bigger art. The Omnibus has the benefit, I believe, of just how much content it has. So you can see how thick it is. This has the first 23 issues, I believe, of the New 52 Flash run. And let me just double check for you real fast in here. The first 25 issues. And as a little bonus to you, if you ever wonder what's actually in one of these, there is the indica, which is the publishing information, which is usually within the first couple pages of a book. You can usually find the issue information there. And it's actually the most reliable way because Marvel and especially DC don't like to put the issues that are actually in it on the back of the book, which irritates me, especially if they're sealed. You can't check. Anyways, first 25 issues, this thing runs you $100, and it also has some annuals in it. So if you fraction even out this, the $3 issue, to 25, it's 75 plus the bonus annuals, which run $4 or $5. You're looking at maybe $80 or $90 for all those issues. You pay $10 more and you get it in this nice hardcover, and it's oversized art. So there's another drawback to show the drawback of the floppies. But something like this does have a drawback that you can see, which is the weight. These things can get kind of hefty. This one isn't too bad. It's pretty light, but there's some monster omnis that are probably double this page count that can really give you a workout when you read them. Another negative of the floppy that I forgot to mention is these are classified as periodicals and not books, so they have ads in them, which I find really hampers reading them. So I have these just when I used to collect floppies. I don't anymore, but I still have them. These were cool to read at the time, but like as a reading experience, I much prefer reading the run in this. But yeah, those are the 4 basic formats that collected editions come in, and thanks for watching.